One of the interesting things for me, aside from the music, is just the creativity that you have created for your listeners and your fan base to explore. Be that as it may, here we are, 2016, a whole new generation of Voivod fans who have this immense catalog to go into whatever journey they want to, whether it's War and Pain or the Dimensions or what have you. Talk to me about Post Society. What is it that you're trying to relay to your audiences, new and old, on this EP?
I guess it's like I don't want to be pessimist, but
We're adults.
I
It comes with the territory.
I see the world, as it goes. I try to think that okay, we'll have a future. Humanity will have a future, but there's always a little voice inside of me that says, "No, we're not gonna make it. We're doomed. We're fucked. We're whatever." And Post Society is about that little, that kind of future that it's just ahead of us. What kind
Frightening,
of future?
isn't it?
Yeah, it's because it could be. We could turn in a good way. We have the possibility to turn in a good way, but obviously, as we all know, human beings are, the human being itself is outreach for more power and more this and more that.
It's a very creative creature.
Yeah, and it's
Worldwide.
Yeah, and so it's almost like not, I reflect the society in the future. Is it going to be like super modern and super clean and super this and that, or is it going to be like $100 for a bottle of water, and people die in the street, and only the rich people will make it, or it's at large. But I mean, and Post Society is a kind of reflection about this. The song itself, it's a little bit kind of Mad Max references in it, but and also, We Are Connected. It's a song which is more related about a tragic death that happened when we did the Horror Fest a few years ago. And there was this guy who actually was the main guy behind the festival, and he worked really hard for 4 days in a row, like not having any sleep. His name was Corey Mitchell. So we end up like finishing the festival and taking our plane to home, and
Heart attack.
he died, and it was weird. And so we were taking the plane, and as we were taking off, I start thinking about that song.
It inspired you.
Yeah, yeah.
The mortality.
Yeah, and fall is more about when the winter's coming and the fall season. But I mean, the whole process of dying, or getting, it's getting cold outside, in Canada we're kind of like, okay, fall is coming, winter's coming, get inside your home, and then
Bunker
fun,
down.
yeah, fun is over or something. There is a kind of mood of but actually, when I'm doing songs, I refer a lot about, from the music itself. I never do a text and then give it to the guys and say, hey, do music about this. It's much more like the opposite. I get influenced by the music, and then because, singing or talking at large, it's music itself. It's notes,
Yeah.
and if there's a section of the music that is punching, like, bam, bam, it's more like, okay, it's aggressive. It's time to shout, the whole anger in you, and so the tone of your voice will change because of that part of music. If it's more like, spacey or whatever, I'll write a text about something more going this way. I follow the music all the time.
But you know what the beauty of that is you still have the band dynamic creatively.
Yeah.
You're still organically still tight and united, and I think that's why it resonates on this EP.
Yeah, I mean, the new blood in the band, Rocky and Chewy, they bring a lot to the new the new lineup of the band. It's
Unison.
Yeah, the unison of it. Rocky Stone is huge, you know, and Chewy's guitar is out there.
I can see when you're discussing the band unit, I can see that you still have that. Well, I can see that you still have that excitement. Not only the joy, but you're excited still, like back 30-something years ago, which means all motors are running again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which is good for us.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I enjoy doing this, and I feel really lucky doing this still. You know, because many bands have different stories. It's really hard to keep going and keep going, and you know, I feel lucky to travel the world and meet my fans everywhere, and you know, it's a special kind of life. You know, doing this, and I feel really lucky.
You have been an ambassador to so many generations, not only of extreme music fans, but the fact that you've been so diverse as an artist. Voivod has branched out creatively and has touched so many people. One of the things that you mentioned with this record is your reflection of the society that we are today. Unlike the artists of today, which are focused on financial gain, on fucking, you know, TMZ, fucking promotion and fame, you have stayed consistent with being a human, providing real music, regardless of what the demographics are. You have ventured on your own to do what you want, and you have given your fans such an abundance of creativity where they could feast on whatever you want. Post Society is out now. Voivod is on tour throughout the United States. Make sure you get out. Final statement. You're in America.
See you there.
Thank you.